Hey Virgos, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. This is your reading for August 3rd to August 16th. A couple things. So first of all, some of you guys have Aries in your chart or are dealing with an Aries, because right when I was getting into your energy, shuffling the decks to start the reading, Aries energy started coming into the cards. So whether you have an Aries placement, I want to say specifically moon, which is weird. You're working with someone, like someone's around you with heavy Aries in their chart, or Aries season is being highlighted in this reading, which would be like the end of March through to the first 3 weeks of April. We'll see. The second thing is I want to highlight we have 2 moon cycles in this reading. So we have the full moon in Aquarius, which happened 2 days ago on the 1st. So we're still very much in that energy. And then we have a new moon in Leo coming up on the 16th. So this 3rd to the 16th, we're working with both of those moon cycles. And then lastly, I'm leading with the Good Tarot. It's a new deck. I did do an unboxing of this deck and a couple others if you want to check that out, but this deck is very new to me. This is my second reading working with this deck. So we'll see what wants to come through. Messages for Virgo, the Emperor. Yeah, that Aries energy. In this deck specifically, we'll see if it comes out, but it keeps showing the Emperor talks about authority, particularly with like institutions like banks, government, schools, stuff like that. But we'll see if it actually comes out. Kind of already getting some messages, but I just want to see what comes out before I speak on those. The Lot of Cups showing, which is soul connections, the heart space. Messages for Virgo, please. What's coming through for Virgo today? Ah, interesting. 2 of Cups. Okay. So, forgive me, I am still getting to know this new deck, but we have the 4 of Pentacles, which does have like kind of an atypical 4 of Pentacles energy. The 4 of Earth typically in tarot is like either being really stingy with your money or being way too like excessive with your money. I believe this is a call to observe excess, but this is like calling to trusting in new opportunity. I may read this, which is funny. I did the same thing for Taurus, read from one of the cards, because I'm still getting to know this deck, but some of the card meanings are very atypical. So I just want to look at that really quick. Ownership, the beauty of divine order, trusting in a solid foundation. Even if I feel shaken up, unable to understand why things happen as they do, I know that divine order manifests in all aspects of my life. What I have built rests on a solid foundation, so there is no need to fear. So I'm gonna, nothing is permanent. I find security in the existence of a divine plan. I'm going to stop right there because the next card out that we have is the Messenger of Air. I knew that this card was going to come out for someone in this round of reading, is because it really stuck out to me when I was getting to know the deck, like I was reading it, because it does have a very unique interpretation of the Knight of Swords. In this deck specifically, this represents someone with like a dogmatic way of thinking or viewing the world, and it's kind of a call to expand your ways of thinking here. So somebody's way of viewing the world or way of thought process is being challenged here. And then with this card talking about being shaken up and trusting that there's a solid foundation to move forward, even if things don't work out, this is a call to kind of reframe ways of thinking here. It's funny that this is coming through so heavily for earth signs this week, because Taurus had a kind of a similar message. Two of Cups and the Magician. Yeah, there's that Ten of Cups that keeps showing. This is a lot of comfort, feeling comfort. So definitely somebody's kind of being thrown for a loop here, maybe being placed outside of their comfort zone. And there's a call to kind of trust here in the process, for sure. With the Magician coming out in the Two of Cups, I'm kind of seeing a change in like soul contracts, relationships around you. Specifically in this one, it does kind of focus on like love relationships. Wow. And then Taurus had this showing as well. That change in ways of thinking, again, we're talking about someone with a very patterned or ingrained or dogmatic way of viewing the world or their thought process. This is a change in that. A change in outdated ways of thinking regarding your foundation's abundance. Look at all this magic underlying that's coming through on this reading. Wow. Right? This is a shakeup. Whether this is coming in, the Eight of Wands moves. It's energy moving, coming in. And then a King of Fire. Whether this is coming in or this is kind of what's being shifted into, this is alive. With that authority that I was seeing at the beginning, this is a leader, specifically like a wise, inspirational leader. Look at the heart space there. So let's look at, I want to look at this messenger of air first. Maybe we'll get an idea on whether this is that King of Wands or this is someone else, and the King of Wands is coming on the scene and challenging these ways of thinking, because I'm getting kind of, I don't want to say an uncomfortability because I haven't seen that yet in the cards, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Just this person's being shaken up, thrown for a loop. This could also be talking about someone who is in a leadership position, who has to kind of ground themselves in that fire, like shift into like, okay, I've built this strong foundation here for my business or my team or whatever it is, but my ways of thinking or of doing things are not, they've kind of, you know, a situation's come up that's challenged that, there's an opportunity for growth here, or it's kind of a plateau energy where it's like, okay, I need to like switch things up, like I need to change something about how I'm doing things here. Tell me about, okay, I just saw the Four of Pentacles, so we're gonna switch to the Four of Pentacles. The Magician. The Magician is coming out. Keep showing here. Okay, I'm getting now a message of like believing in, what's the word? I don't want to say something more because that sounds like so cliche. But this is like bringing fire and passion to the table. Like, look at the stark contrast of energy. Like, this is behind the scene, like underlying, kind of moving. This is where the energy is kind of moving into, right? Whether that's someone bringing it onto the scene and challenging this messenger of air, or this messenger of air is becoming that With the Magician coming in, and the Four of Pentacles saying, trust that you have built a solid foundation here and there are opportunities for growth. It's speaking to me about reining in that fire aspect, which is very unbridled, right? Like, fiery is free, it's passionate, creative, versus this like very dogmatic, linear way of thinking. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. I'm kind of getting like a risk-taking energy. Like, I almost wouldn't even be surprised if the Fool comes out. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles for Virgo, please. This could be the new moon in Leo energy calling to you as well. Like, you could really maybe take a chance with this energy, or like really utilize it to something might be coming up around this Leo new moon with all this fire coming out, and it's an opportunity to kind of step outside your comfort zone here. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles for Virgo, please. The Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. That's a walking away energy, but it's like going towards the 10, which is contentment, satisfaction, emotional fulfillment. Tell me about the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There's that Magician again. The Sun. Ooh, there's that Leo energy. Yeah, you guys are definitely in this reading, whoever I'm reading for, is working with that Leo energy. For sure. This to me is just screaming, trusting in taking the next step. Again, that's to me stepping outside of your comfort zone. Definitely working with this new moon Leo energy. For sure. To kind of bring the next step to the table. Inviting it in, working with that energy, bringing the fire, because again, the Magician utilizes all aspects. Wow. Celebration in love relationships. I might actually pull out the Romance Angel Oracle deck for this one, which I have never used in a reading. That would be the first time. There's a transformation here happening, and it has to do with how you guys move in relationships. There's a sense of freedom, wonder. I just heard responsibility, right? We're talking about outdated ways of thinking here, but this is the opposite energy of that. We're talking about moving towards a bit more joy. Like, maybe some of you have been like really focused on your career, your finances, the self, or like what have you, and there hasn't been much room for play, celebration, freedom within relationships, or to go there or focus on that. This is kind of inviting that. We have on the split and the underlying energy, death, transformation, and that Sun. This is happy outcomes. You guys are moving towards a happy outcome with this energy, a focus on that. For some of you, you're getting into relationships, or your focus is shifting towards that. These are very still not moving energies here. Still not moving energies. There's a shift of focus on how you view relationships. This is all about relationships for sure. Entering into them, opening yourself up to them. This is being single too and abundant. This is changing. Wow. Tempering some sadness here, emotional loss. Knight of Swords is communication. It's swift moving energy, but it's also our thoughts. With the Sun, there's illumination there, but it's also happy outcomes, and this is going towards a happy outcome. with this is thoughts, ways of thinking surrounding celebration, intimate relationships, harmony with others, shifting, being illuminated here. There is some like fiery kind of passion brewing on the under the surface here. I want to pull from the romance oracle on this. This is relationships. Two of Cups, soul relationships, romantic or otherwise, but with so much celebration being highlighted here, and then this coming out as well. Like, there's reason to celebrate, or allow yourself to go there, allow yourself to celebrate and get lost. Like, invite this into your life, or go there, walk that path with it. Tell me about this 2 and 3 of Cups with this Magician. Let go of control issues. That's kind of funny. Tell me about this 2 and 3 of Cups energy. I'm seeing engagement and wedding cards. Tell me about this 2 and 3 of Cups for Virgo. The Magician is also your major as well. It's Mercurial energy. Tell me about this 2 and 3 of Cups for Virgo, please. Okay. Yeah, playfulness. So let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. This to me is just speaking about being open. Maybe you're falling for a friend, or you're opening yourself up to again, the idea of love, because this is trusting that you have built the proper foundations for yourself and allowing new opportunities for abundance to come into your life. There's an expansion here of like romance, love, passion, kind of coming onto the scene or evolving. This might be support from your support system. The 3 of Cups is a very social sign, allowing your friends to support you. For some of you, I'm getting that you're opening yourself up to exploring a relationship with a friend. It's turning into a love relationship. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Worth exploring. Off they go to go explore that closeness with others, explore that passion. You deserve love. You are lovable. That's kind of what I'm getting for some of you. Again, this dogmatic, old, outdated, or very ingrained way of thinking, it has to do with relationships, your place in it, that self-focus, right? This is just a reminder. You know, Spirit reminding you that, yes, this is real. Like, there is this transformation happening of yourself and your place in the world to a shifting of focus where others are kind of at the center of it all, whether that looks like going into a relationship, could be a marriage, or just starting to open like your train of thought, how you view love is like changing. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Make the effort. So it does look like for a lot of you there is someone in the picture and you're moving towards that, and it's requiring a shift in your perspective. You know, those outdated ways of thinking again. If someone is on the scene, yes, this is your soulmate. There are cards here of this being a strong soul connection. We have the Sun, the card of happy outcomes concerning family, and just general joy. And then we have harmonious, stable foundations here. I don't see the 10 of Cups, but right now we're focusing on that playfulness, that passion, that joy, right? Shifting your perspective, your frame of mind, and a little bit of an opening up to get there, right? That's what this reading is all about. So I'm gonna leave this at that, Virgo. It looks really nice, but just remember, this talks specifically about outdated ways of thinking that need to shift. Okay, so I'm going to, and so it looks like some of that does have to do with like self-love, like taking a step back, realizing that yes, you have built a lot for yourself. Okay, maybe it's time to take things to the next step. I just saw children. Keep an open mind. Yeah, it's all about the next step. Evolving your perspective on not just what that looks like, but how that fits in with your reality and the fact that you deserve it. You know, sometimes it's like, when is enough enough? Like, time to step back, be like, look at all I've done for myself. I want to share this, or I can open myself up to others. That's kind of what I'm getting from this reading. So I'm gonna leave it at that, Virgos. Till we see each other again, till next time. All the best, you guys. Take care.